Welcome back to Tidy Room Hanging. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with the weekly news and review. And happy Mother's Day for those of you who are mothers and those of you who are not mothers. Hopefully, you did something for your mom, spouse, significant other, whatever. So, moving into this, one of the things I do on Mother's Day, and we've been doing this for a while before we get into the news, is it's a running joke that one year, a couple years back, I got some cleaning products for my wife. I actually got some gloves and some more stuff, but I can keep the running joke going every year, and then she gets me barbecue stuff for Father's Day. But it's funny, and we keep that up. But whatever you do, make sure you make that day special. So moving into the actual news here, there is this Optimus Prime that is the Perfect Effects Jet Power Revive Command, and basically what this is Perfect Effects making their own Optimus Prime. It seems like everybody's making an Optimus Prime, but this one is more well, I don't know what it's for, to tell you the truth. It has a trailer, and there's that trailer. The trailer actually transforms and turns into this armor and armors him up. So it's kind of cool looking, actually. I mean, it's definitely something different. And I know that with everybody trying to fight to make a cartoon accurate Prime, well, Perfect Effects says, no, let's go a different direction. Let's make it's not really movie. It's somewhat movie inspired, but it's like a cross between movie and G1. So, but anyway, it's there if that's something that you're into. Next up, we have the Masterpiece Beast Wars Black Reckoning. Now, I want to talk about Beast Wars real quick for a second. I put a Beast Wars video out. In my mind, there were tons of Beast Wars collectors and a huge community of Beast Wars, and that's probably one of the lowest rating videos, viewed videos I've got, and I was kind of surprised. So it's telling me that there's far less Beast Wars collectors, in my opinion, than G1 collectors. So I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, getting into this Black Arachne, I hear a lot of people talking trash about it, but I don't think it looks that bad, to tell you the truth. I mean, I'm more display them in robot mode, and I'm not really a huge Beast Wars fan myself, but if I get them at the right price and I can import them for cheap enough, I'm going to buy them just to have them. You know, if I could get it for like $50 or something. Now they're saying the MSRP on this is going to be $150. I think that's too much. But then again, you know, they've been charging too much for everything they put out anyway. If I could catch one for like about $70 or so, maybe through Amazon Japan, as soon as they go up, I'd get it. I'd bite on it. But not for no $150, that's for sure. Next, this beautiful Dinobot, since we're talking about Beast Wars, is shipping. Mine's on its way. Now, this is the KO version. There's also a Robot Hero version. And yes, I know I made a video saying no more KOs, but I'm thinking that now maybe they're realizing there's not a big enough market for all these Beast Wars figures and for the Beast Wars figures prices and all of that. And so maybe they're selling the rights for the KOs. Who knows? I still am standing by. There's not going to be an MP44 KO, at least for a year after release. Now, for those of you who may not have noticed, there's talk about a re-release of the Fast Ways Phoenix, and this is not the upgraded one. Now, I don't think this is actually a re-release. I think this is held back stock for whatever reason. I think they made a giant production run of these, and they only put so many out at a time. And they had more parts and repainted them and made the X version and realized they could put out another few hundred. They're in such limited quantities, and most retailers are getting 10 or less. I've been emailing mine to get one, and they're jacking the price up. So one place was selling them for $200. Now they're talking $230. I'm in talks with TF Direct. TF Direct had them up for like 10 minutes, and their pre-order sold out. So I'm seeing if they could get me one, but we'll see. But man, that thing sold out fast, and very few people heard about it. Next bit of Transformers news, there's pictures of this, well, the next wave of, I guess you call them their Legends, since they've kind of, I don't know if you noticed, they haven't put out any Legends figures at all in the Siege line, and the Legends SKU is giving 2 mini-bots, which would, I don't know. But anyway, these are trucks. I thought they were interesting. One looks like kind of like a huffer in a way, and I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, for $10, you're basically paying $5 a figure for some microscopic figures, Micromasters from back in the day. So I don't know, that's kind of on par. I think you can still pick up vintage Micromasters for $5 a piece though. And the last bit of news, which is actually old news, which is coming back around, Rising Force. Some news sites are talking about Rising Force Minosaur, and I gotta tell you, I actually thought this was, when I first saw it, I thought it was Legends, and now pictures are surfacing showing that it's actual masterpiece size, and it looks to be taller than X-Transbots figures for the limb modes, but shorter than Fanswayzer DX9, and that's kind of interesting, and I kind of think that scale might be right. This would be an amazing budget set if they pull it off. And I don't think they look that bad. I know that I hear a lot of negativity about this set and how they don't look good, but I don't think they look bad. I just think that it's tough, stiff competition with 3 solid competitors, and someone wants to throw their hat in the ring. Why not throw your hat in the ring with a Computron, Defensor, someone else, you know, different one that's not getting done? I don't understand why everyone wants to fight over the same combiner, but that's kind of what's going on here. Getting into some Star Wars news today is the 12th, the official release date for the Retro Collection stuff. And so I have watched 4 or 5 YouTube videos of people that went to Target and got this alleged street dated stuff with no problem. But yet my Target, of course, only had 1 set. They said they had 12 figures, which means we thought 2 sets. My buddy of mine and I went up there, and they only had 1 set of Retro Collection figures, and they had 6 of the Han Solo with it's the Han Stormtrooper or whatever. But that's actually a vintage collection. It's not Retro Collection. So I think they did have 12, and somehow somebody got a hold of the other, whatever. If you missed out like I did, my buddy got the set, I didn't. So if you missed out like I did, it's not a big deal because this is not a Target exclusive. It's going to get released all over the place, everywhere. So these should be showing up at Walmart's too, theoretically, online orders and all that stuff. But Target, for whatever reason, will have them a month early. And so it's not a big deal. And I think they're going to mass produce these things like crazy because they saw the pre-orders. When they put the pre-orders up, that gave them an idea of how many they can produce, and they can produce quite a few. But also the Tarkin game's out, so I got my hands on one of those, and thanks to my buddy, because I left and he waited around till they could find them. So next bit of Star Wars Vintage Collection Retro news. So Hasbro Pulse has this box set up for pre-order for $39.99, and if you think about it, well, it's $40. You know, for 13 each, you're spending $39 or whatever. But this box set has them all carded, so you can just open the box, just store them, put them in on your shelf or whatever. And I think it's pretty cool. But this way, you don't have to chase them down. I don't know if these are going to show up in stores like this. I don't know if it's just going to be like an online exclusive, but I went ahead and threw a pre-order on it. So Hasbro Pulse right there. And there's all kinds of orders getting canceled for this Jabba Palace thing. People are asking $120 on eBay, the ones who do have their hands on it early somehow. And I think the biggest draw for this thing isn't even the playset. It's just the 2 included figures. And so for $50, you're getting $26 worth of figures and $26 worth of playset. I think it's pretty cool. I like the idea, and I was kind of hoping, or I'm not hoping. I think it's been clarified that this is a part 1 of a 3-part set to make full Jabba's palace. And I don't know if there's going to be more figures included or what, but if they do that for 40 bucks each or whatever, 50 bucks each, that would be awesome. And you get 6 different figures, and you can build yourself a full Jabba palace. That would be great. I mean, that would actually, I'd have to redo my Jabba palace, but yeah, that'd be awesome. I would love to see that. Last bit of Star Wars news. Now, there's some exclusive figures being made by a company called As Is or Asus. So you're gonna get these figures as is. It looks like there's gonna be 4 figures. I'm not really sure. 3 or 4 figures in a set, and each set, and get this, each set costs $200. Well, it's after conversion like $225 plus another $20 shipping or something. So maybe you'll be in $250 on this set. It's insane. So I don't really know who these characters are, or I don't even remember seeing them in the film. So that's why, first off, they're really obscure. This is limited to 25 sets in this run, and I don't think they're going to make more. So they can charge, I guess, whatever they want. I don't know. I guess they've got the license. But yeah, this is something interesting and way too rich for my blood. So I'm going to go ahead and end this on a goofy fun note. There's BotBots, I guess they say Series 3. I've not bought any BotBots yet. I think they kind of remind me. They harken back to the McDonald's Transformer toys a bit, except way smaller, like half the size. But they are kind of cool. People get a kick out of them. Super easy to transform, super easy to lose. And I don't know exactly if they're worth the price, but people have fun with them. And that's what this is all about. We're doing this stuff for fun. So like, subscribe, make somebody's Mother's Day special. You have a special Mother's Day. And Tydarium Hanger out.